Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash. I got interrupted, and now I'm having to restart this live. You know, the live just quit on me. Of you know, the spiritual demon Satan hindered. Or it could have been Esau. Government's reaction throwing the ongoing war. Either way, Satan hindered. But yeah, throwing the ongoing war in Ukraine, which feeds a large part of Europe and Africa, as well as a historic drought in Europe, and governments around the world should be working overtime to alleviate the situation. Instead, they've been working to make it worse. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the U.S. and its allies put sanctions in place to punish Russia. This has serious consequences for the global food market. Why? Russia is the food lifestyle. In the Netherlands, the government is pushing for. Hold on. Which famine is a shortage. Is unavoidable. So feminism, making shit worse. Famine is unavoidable. And I got a scripture I'm gonna get. Revelation. I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." Verse 8, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given over them, over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. Power was given unto them. The precept to that is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. Yeah, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire is hell, and is his death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. That's Esau, who is his death and hell. Famine is unavoidable. At this point, famine, what is the inflation strife citizens and even the wealthiest nations. In the U.S., digital ration food. Let me get that's scriptural. That's prophecy. That's the second Esdras chapter 15 verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Yup, you're gonna have that as well. It's like they're gonna be fighting. Hey, if they were fighting with each other over toilet paper, imagine what they're gonna do over food. You know, if they do these things in the dry tree, in a green tree, what shall they do in the dry, man? You know? Luke 23 verse 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done? Yeah, you know, and the time is coming to dry. Verse 28. But Yahushua turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. Slakia. How you rid of that shit? For behold, the days are coming, and in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Verse 30. They're already saying that, but you know, the days is coming. You know, watch it get worse. Verse 30. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills cover us. You know. Verse 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? You know, what's gonna be done when people are catching straight hell out here? You know, what are the people gonna do? You know this. Verse 15. For the sword and destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. You know, sedition against the government, and they're not gonna give a shit. You know, when your life is on the line. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, nor princes. And the course of their action shall stand in their power. You know, people are gonna be, you know, but whatever. You know, like they say in the world, you know, they was wild, and that's gonna be going on in the days to come. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their action shall stand in the power. That's verse 16. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able. Verse 18. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. You know, their houses shall be destroyed. They're going to be breaking in your crib. After the grocery stores are where they're going into your crib. Verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Yeah, they're going to be going into your crib and eating your shit, whatever you have. You know, and it's going to get so bad that it's going to people are gonna resort to cannibalism. That's how bad it's gonna get. To think, Jeremiah 30, right? Verses 4. The day is great. The day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. He is the elect. But think about it. The day is great, so that none is like it. Now this was what was going on. Also in the Romans. Well, so if this was going down back then, they with the sword better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Yeah, your body eats itself. It's unbearable. It sucks to go without a meal or two. If it sucks to go without a meal or two, imagine, or even like a day, imagine 2 days, 3 days, imagine a week. That's when that should start kicking in. Your body start eating itself, starting with the fat, then with the muscles, and then with the essential parts of the body, the other parts of the body. Targeting your brain and shit, making you act different. That these pine away, stricken through for want of the fruits of the field. Verse 10, the hands of the pitiful woman have sodden their own children. They boiled their own children. They were their meat in the destruction and the daughter of my people. Yeah, they ate their own children. That's what happened. That's coming back. Cannibalism is coming back in a big way. You actually have an article that sort of promotes the idea of cannibalism.